Here we are with legendary manager Bob Santos. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Just here getting ready to get these W's tomorrow night.
We got David Morrell fighting against Alance's Fox. How do you see that fight going?
You know, I think obviously it's a good step up. I think Morrell, obviously, to me, is a cut above. Canelo's the king right now. And I think outside of Canelo, I think Morrell and Benavidez is a 50-50 fight at this point. 2-3 more fights, I definitely think Morrell would be the favorite in that fight against Benavidez.
Now, uneducated boxing fans, they say stuff like, "Oh, well, Morrell, just another hype job, just another guy." For the people that actually know, like yourself, what can you tell the fans about David Morrell?
Well, I mean, you just look at it from this perspective. How many guys you know that could go in their third pro fight and fight a guy who's 27-0? I mean, if that does, what does that tell you at a kid that's 22 years old? I think that speaks volumes. You can look across the board, other than Lomachenko or some of those things, that early on. Benavidez wasn't doing that. Canelo sure the hell wasn't doing that. Obviously, he turned pro at 16 or 15, so that wouldn't be the case. But for the most part, if you just look at it, your third pro fight, you fight a guy 27-0.
There's a lot of people that are absolutely convinced that he's a pound-for-pound player in the future, David Morrell. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. I think sky's the limit for him. He's just scratching the surface, and his potential is unlimited.
Because this isn't just people. I don't think people understand. This isn't just like a world titleist or a guy that's just going to be a world champ or is a world champ already. This is like I said, a future top 3, top 5 pound-for-pound player, even maybe number 1.
No doubt.
Like it's that
it.
kind of talent.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's a supreme talent. Obviously, I work with Arizona Lara, who I feel, beat Canelo, and I think no matter which way you want to look at it, everybody will tell you it's a close fight. I think he beat Canelo, and to me, this kid is probably the most talented Cuban fighter that I've seen, in 2 decades.
I went on record and people were laughing at me. I said he's the best fighter to come out of Cuba probably to turn pro in 30, 40 years because of the politics. None of those greats back in the day like Tefilio Stevenson or Felix Savon, none of them turned pro. And people don't realize that this guy is turning pro early, and it's, we just got to enjoy the ride, enjoy the show.
Yeah, definitely. Also for a time I worked with Joel Casimir, 1992 most outstanding fighter, gold medal winner of the Olympics. So I've been around him, obviously. I've been around Lara, and there's no doubt what you said. For him to get to this country that he did, we better be very grateful, because most of the Cuban fighters, obviously, they can't defect until, they're up in age.
Exactly.
But that being said, he was able to get here sooner rather than later, and there's no doubt in my mind, I would agree with you and put my stamp on that. I think he's definitely the best Cuban fighter to probably come around in at least 2 decades.
And I think what people are forgetting is that a lot of people, when they think about Cuban fighters, they think, oh, well, boxers, maybe a guy is boring, like people want to say Rigondeaux's boring, or they go, oh, Lara boxes a lot. This guy, Morrell, he'll take your head off. And I don't think people realize that this is a guy, he's not just a fast guy, he'll take your head off. Like, his power is up there.
Well, definitely. You have guys that are slicker boxers. You got the Rigondeauxs and guys that are movers. Morrell can do that, obviously, too, because he's got the physical attributes. But that being said, Morrell's a hunter. He's a shark. And if people don't recognize that, they're soon to recognize that when they get in with him. If he gets you hurt, he's going to finish you.
Yeah, because even Lara, I don't know I'm pretty sure you saw his last knockout when he of Cornflake. I was like, oh my God, that was bad, man.
Yeah.